Hello everybody and welcome to episode 19 of Foolcraft. As you can see, I'm wearing the dragon armor for this fight. I decided against using the gem armor because the gravity greaves are just annoying. It said on the wiki that in one patch or in one version of the Project Emod, the gravity greaves effect only was active when you had the whatchamacallit, the offensive thingies on. So it isn't in this pack, so I'm not going to be using those. I have Creative Flight. I don't really need the armor besides fighting this Gaia Guardian, so we should be good. I don't think this is going to work because we need an active beacon, so I'm going to quickly dig a hole up to the top. It shouldn't take me that much. And there we go. We can just toss some things into the trash because we don't really need them, like so. The ores I don't care about. And then we grab one Terra Steel. I believe you just right click. Sneak right click. There we go. And it's going to play awesome music, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And I'm going to play this awesome music probably and fight the Gaia Guardian and speed it up. And there we go. I beat the thing. So we get the Gaia Spirits, and we can grab... Do I still have my crafting table here? I do. Sweet. We can take 4 of these and turn them into a Gaia Spirit ingot. I'm going to take the other 4 of these to do the same. And now we can fight the second Gaia Guardian. So let's go. And there we go. We get a lot of things, so I need the trash can. Bam, bam. Wither dust, sticks, redstone, bones. Okay. There's still a skelly bomb. Sweet. So what we got is we got a Black Lotus. We got a sweet Elementium sword, but the most important part is these Dice of Fate. And these runes are also good. We got Rune of Lust and Rune of Sloth, which is really cool. So the Dice of Fate, we can pop it. And you get a roll between 1 and 6, and you get an item. And this guy is really neat. We need to find a mob. There it is. I'm going to go into F5. Does it still work the same way? Supposedly it worked this way. Do I need mana? I possibly need mana. Let's grab this and grab that. And put the band of aura here. Yeah, now it's working. You see all of the things? Yeah. I can possibly use this in mid-fight and use it on the mobs that spawn. But let me go fight a couple more Gaia Guardians, and I'm gonna save the Dice of Fate that we have, that we get, and I'm gonna open up together later. So I added a thing. As you can see on all 4 sides, there's mob crushers with trash cans behind them to void the items. And what happens here is mobs spawn and they just die. So I can just stand still, do nothing, take the hits, and I'm good, pretty much. That's a little bit of a way to cheese the mob part of the Gaia Guardian fight, but other than that, it's kind of easy. And I still have waypoints here for random things that I can remove that I don't need. So yeah, let me finish off this and then we're gonna open up the Dice of Fate. So this is all the stuff I got. I got all of the different types of wills that you can add to the Terrasteel helmet and get specific effects like applying wither, applying piercing through armor, applying slowness, hit damage increases when lower HP, strong weakness effect, and all that stuff. I got a bajillion types of runes, which is really cool. I'm just going to toss these in my system and we're going to craft some stuff possibly out of these. But we can pop the Dice of Fate. We get the Ring of Thor, the Ring of Loki, the Ring of Odin, the Fruit of Grisaia, the Eye of the Flugel, and we should get... oh, nothing. So is that all the things? Let's look into advancements. Botania. It's not. Heart Shooter, Craft Flugel Tiara. Is there not a thing for Gaia? Oh, this is the thing. Take it easy. The Ring of Odin. Yeah, I think we got everything. Oh no, we didn't get the Pinkinator. No. So the Pinkinator, I think is it a crafting recipe? Please don't be a crafting recipe. Pinkinator? No, you get it from Botania. So I need to fight more Gaia Guardians to get this because this is the use for making an energy condenser. And we need one of those. So I'm going to be fighting some more peoples here. So I got the Pinkinator just as a drop directly from the Gaia Guardian. I thought you get it through the Dice of Fate, but I think the Dice of Fate are not going to do anything anymore because you can only get one of each of the relics, which is, I believe, these 6 here. Which is it? Yeah. And the Pinkinator we can apply to a wither and make it all nice and friendly. But we need to use one to make the energy condenser at a later point. But basically what all of these relics do, I showed you the Key of King's Law. It's a super duper attack with super duper tools showing all over the place, and then you toss it, they create horrible explosions. The Eye of the Flugel, I believe you sneak right click a block and then you can teleport to that block somehow. Yeah, there you go. So you can set up a home teleport, I think. So if we go back to, do I sneak right click again? No, you can just select another block. So let's go to the space station and see if we could use this as a teleporter to home. So we don't have to have the waystone. So if we say this block and then we go to the mesa, can I teleport back home? Or back to the space station even? Hello? No, it doesn't work cross-dimensionally. So that's sad. Okay. But I can use it at the space station to go back to the main, but I'm at the space station, like I'm teleporting around to the Staff of Traveling from anywhere to everywhere, so it's pointless. So you can go in the thing. The Key of King's Law I won't use. The Fruit of Grisaia is an mana-fed infinite food that we don't need because we have saturation, so that can go inside the system. The Ring of Odin, if I put it on here, is going to give me an extra 10 hearts. So we get yellow hearts, and then with this we could get, we get green hearts. This can go away. The Greater Band of Mana we can still keep on us. What else? The Ring of Thor I have to read, so let me find it in the book. Here they are. The Ring of Loki is... what it will have against the procedure. Once the source block selected, shift click on another blocks and roll other relative positions affected by this power. I think it's a way you get it away so you can place blocks in a special way, I think. Something or another. And then the Ring of Thor, I believe is... yeah, it gives you a bigger area of effect mining with a Terra Shatterer. So speaking of the Terra Shatterer, let's see if we can craft this. Oh, it's just a mana tablet and 2 living wood twigs. Living wood, boom, boom, and then mana. Do I have an empty mana tablet? I have full mana tablets. Can you use that? Oh, and it gets mana on it. That's cool. And what we can do now is we can first of all do this. Turn off my magnet every time I go to Botania. And we can just toss him on this mana pool in the middle here. And we need to set up the mana pool so it accepts mana. Okay, so the mana pool gives mana to items, and we toss that in there. And I'm not standing next to it. So that should start draining this pool, which should constantly get black lotuses. So black lotuses, we have 37 here. So that should be good. But that is draining the mana, and it should eventually fill up to the rank, SS rank or whatever it is. I don't know how many mana pools it takes, but it's quite a while. So we're just gonna leave that there. It's not gonna despawn, so we can basically chill out and let it running. So yeah. If you notice in my inventory, I have this sombrero, and we can make a carved cactus and turn that into a John-O-Lantern, and then we grab a piece of sand and some more cactus, and we can make it like this, I believe, 2 cactus, and then this makes a Cactus Man. So he's gonna do its thing, and then I believe we can give him a sombrero, and it turns into Cactonai, Bumbo Cactonai. Are you walking around? Can you walk around? So let's grab a lasso and see if we can pick this guy up. Nice, and we're gonna possibly make a special spot for him at some point, but we have Bumbo Cactonai now. That's neat. I removed the Terra Shatter from the mana pool, so it got up to rank A, and we're not going to leave it on there for any longer because we can't produce Blacker Lotuses fast enough for the mana to keep up, and we're not going to use the Terra Shatter for anything because it doesn't have multi-tool like this goofy hook shovel has. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the Terra Shatter. What we can do though is craft a Sojourner Sash, and then we can upgrade this to a Globetrotter Sash, and I believe it will go into my slot, and we're much faster on the floor now, and I believe we can fly even faster. Yeah, that's neat. I don't know if I like it that fast, but it's alright. One thing that we also get is Step Assist if we have mana in our mana band of mana. This thing, yep, that's the word. I can English sometimes, maybe. I am here by the machine setup, and I want to set up garden cloches in one of these because I want to produce rice to make infinite rice slime balls, basically. But to craft these garden cloches, I needed treated wood, so I set up a little system for creosote oil. I'm just exporting coal directly into this coke oven, and I'm importing the items, which is going to be coal coke, and then I'm importing also the fluids, and the fluids are going into here. And you can see I changed it from drums to black hole tanks, which hold, you can see here, 2.147 point whatever bajillion buckets. So water is being filled in with the sink, and it's going to fill up eventually. Essence is already here, and it's being filled from the spawners. This is the lava that is being produced by this lava fabricator, which is slowly producing 1 bucket of lava, and this probably will never fill up until we finish the series because it's so many buckets, and it's only 3% full was the full demonic drum. And the creosote can go in here, and with that I believe we can set up a recipe for treated planks. Treated planks, like so. Bam, bam, bam. And we can toss it in here, like so, and if we want treated planks now, I still have a little bit, but if let's say we want 1, it should craft 8 of them automatically and pull the creosote out of here. So over the course of time, we're gonna get more and more creosote. I could export coal blocks. I don't know if that's more efficient because I don't know how long it burns. I think it's the same. It's just burns the coal longer, possibly. I don't know. So for the garden cloches, we need to produce rice and possibly some more stuff. So let's do a 3x3. These are gonna have, actually no, we would need a 12 cloches. So we could set them up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And we can have everything visible in the front and put up a little thingy on the corners. So that's gonna look cool. And then everything we need, we can put underneath here. The same way we kind of did this, because we need to import water somehow, and I don't know if we can import it from the back. So what if we put a sink here just for testing and grab a conduit with water and say extract, always active, is you get water. You do from the back. Okay, interesting. So I can just do that and they should all get water. Magical. We need to grab an ender chest. Ender chest. with the, let's say, just a diamond, because we don't really care where the things go, except for in the system, like so. And we can grab conduits, just item ones, and put them back here, like so. And I'll configure each one of these to extract always active. And we need a wireless power thingy, because I don't want to have ugly wires up on top. So we can just put this guy here. And this should give enough power to all of these eventually. Yeah. And we can grab some dirt and rice seeds. I believe I have them. So let's do 1 rice. I don't think we're going to need more. Possibly. So this should be growing. Yeah, it is. Well, actually, let's do 3 rice for now. I don't care how they grow. It's all fine. But 3 should be good. And then we can... I'm going to probably look and see what we need to grow, because we're getting most of the stuff from the botanic miners. Like you get carrots, potatoes, beetroot, chorus fruit, mushrooms, jack-o'-lanterns, pumpkins, melons, sugarcane, cactus. So I don't need to grow that. I really don't. Probably something from Pam's if we wanted. That's the wrong side. If we wanted to grow something. But rice is currently the thing that we need. So that should be good. And yeah, I need to configure these guys to extract always active. And I need to put the rice and things into a drawer. So rice, let's grab rice. Is it? Oh, the things are not configured on insert anyway. So rice seeds can go, yeah, we'll just put these here and then go grab some rice. Give it to me, like so. And we can just set it up in the system to craft rice slime balls. We don't need to have an auto crafting system making this for me. So I'm going to put rice here and back to machines. And we can say insert like so. And these guys can be just all on insert like so. Then back to the system. Rice. The uses is to make rice dough. So that would be one pattern. And then the next pattern would be to use this to make rice slime balls. Like so. So now we need to go grab this pattern in here. No. This, oh yeah, we need to say rice slime ball. Make me 1. Like so. And we can say export rice. Not 4, but 1 rice slime ball, and we need a crafting upgrade over here. I accidentally left this guy to be on equals, and we have now 3000 organic black dye, and it burned all of my slime balls. So that's fine. And we have a drawer with slime that doesn't really need to be a drawer with slime anymore. Whoops. So we're just gonna do that. Grab my key and a chest transporter and just move it in. And then I can grab my super duper repair tablet to repair it. Wonderful. So that is how you automate slime balls without having to kill slimes by using garden cloches, and it's amazing and lovely. So yeah. It is now the next day, and I added rice in every garden cloche because I've thought about it, and we really don't need to grow anything else. And when we do, and if we do, it's easy enough for us to exchange it, add it to the drawers, and let it do its thing, basically. I am also crafting some blacker lotuses to have on hand if I want to upgrade the Terra Shatter for no apparent reason whatsoever, but if I want to, I can do that. And for rice, I think we are pretty close to being full. Yeah, we're 95,000 out of, I think, 98 is what the max, 98.3 would be. Yeah, 98.3 thousand is the drawer. So that's neat. I am also preparing for something that I want to do. In Botania here, I added a little bit of grass on all of the islands, except for this one that I forgot. So let's do it together. Grass and double tall grass. To add little double tall grass there, grass there, grass there. Maybe tall grass, not on the same line possibly. And like so, and possibly one there. Magical. Wonderful. So I have these viaducts here. that I want to automate. So we're gonna do that at machines. And for that, actually, let me show you. The viaduct recipe is simple enough. It's bronze and fused quartz or hardened glass. And the long range viaduct, which I think is faster, is lead and fused quartz. So that's easy enough. But this guy is untreated and has, yeah. The uses for this is a fluid transposer needs Zephyrian Arothium to get it to be a normal viaduct, and the normal viaduct can then be upgraded to a long-range linking viaduct, which is what we need for the endpoints, so we can get in and out of them. And you need to do Resonant Ender over this. But the Zephyrian Arothium is Arothium dust in a fluid transposer. The Arothium dust is Blitz powder. Blitz powder you get it from blizzes or blitzes even. You can pulverize the rods, or you can fluid transposer niter. So what we could do, if we want to, is set up either it's a pulverizer crushing sandstone, and there's a 30% chance of getting niter, and then possibly that could be an easier solution, actually, now that I think of it. I had a whole plan of going into the desert. I have a waystone there and catching a blitz and then putting it into spawners. But let's go that route. We get sandstone from our resource miner anyway, so let's grab some machines. What I decided to actually do is set up more spots for machines, and I think it might look cool if we leave spots in between open and put in like different patterns of blocks per se. And we could possibly put in one here, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, not this pattern specifically, but we're gonna take this little plus sign here and make a pattern out of it. Basically remove this blocks and add them over here. I mean, we can do that right now. Well, actually, no, it's gonna look wonky if we do it right now. But yeah, move that over and then do a little plus pattern on each side and put, I don't know, maybe, you know what we could do? Is we could take chisel and bits, and let's say this is gonna be, I don't know, something. We're gonna move this, possibly move that, but let's say we have over here where there's power, we put in a power sign on the floor and like an arrow pointing that way, so you know where to go, and then we can have Botania here in the floor and power that way. That's really cool. I like that idea. So the machines stuff, this is gonna move. I'm gonna move it off camera because you've seen me set it up. So I'm just gonna move it in one of these spots basically. And what I have over here set up is we're gonna do a little bit of an importer that is gonna be putting in sandstone into this pulverizer on the left. We can enable auto input, and then this pulverizer is gonna output the niter to the bottom. And to the right, it's gonna output sand into, actually no, I'm dumb. Exporter is what we're gonna need to export sandstone. And then we're gonna import sand out of the right side. This fluid transposer needs essence, so we need to grab our essence bucket, and we can say export fluids on the left, auto input enabled. From the top, you're gonna input the niter here, and then it's gonna fluid transposer it and output it out in the bottom slot. And this guy is gonna be accepting it. This is a sequential fabricator. It's basically an auto crafter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let's basically connect this to whatchamacallit. I can just vein mine this to refined storage. So let's grab some cables, like so, and just bring it over, probably like this, and like so, up to here, and just do that for now, just so we start exporting items. These guys should have power, so everything should start happening. And you need augments for secondary item output. So you're gonna get niter here, and then it's gonna output basically, and we need to connect this importer as well, so let's do it like so. And blitz powder you should accept from the top. You can output it. Yeah, there we go. And then we need the Arothium dust is blitz powder, redstone, and niter. So we also need niter here. Let's see, this is gonna fill up. This is gonna fill up the blitz powder. If we can probably configure this so it doesn't, so it has like sandstone wherever it needs it. But let's do this. Let's do first another exporter here, and it needs to export redstone. And let's grab some niter, like so. And we can say export redstone, regulator mode, and let's grab a stack of it. So it's gonna export a stack of redstone and export a stack of niter. And we need to set the input on the left, like that. Doesn't need speed upgrades, it's just gonna do its thing. And then the recipe for this is that and that plus nitor plus redstone equals erothium dust. So that is making erothium. And I believe it should... Does it leave one item? Oh, it leaves one item. That is so nice. Oh, no, it doesn't. It uses it up. Okay. So, yeah, that's fine. We can just do this. This is going to fill up with a stack, and it's not going to bother anybody. And this is going to fill up with blitz powder slowly. I mean, it's making us enough erothium dust probably to do what we want to do. So the niter is going to be exported out of the system, and eventually we're going to have an overflow of niter. So let me figure this out. So as you can see in my inventory, I've already been playing with the viaducts, and I have the system here to craft all of the different kinds, and I finally figured out how each one of those work. I recorded this clip like 3 or 4 times right now, so just bear with me. The sag mill is going to get sandstone with end steel grinding bowls that we can craft with this alloy smelter on demand and export them via crafting upgrade. So the end steel grinding ball is going to give us a bonus output of 240%, so we get niter more often than not. And then this fluid transposer is going to craft the niter into blitz powder. The blitz powder gets put into this crafter, which can hold a stack of niter, a stack of blitz powder, and a stack of redstone that is being exported. And it's going to craft us erothium. That is then extracted via conduit and goes into this magma crucible that makes the Zephyrian erothium. That is then put into the fluid transposer that can import the viaducts and export them through the crafter when we need them on demand. And this magma crucible is doing resonant ender with ender pearls, and the viaducts with the fluid transposer for the long range linking viaducts. And here I played around a little bit with how viaducts work, and I have a comparison there. The viaducts don't look any different with the long range and the linking and the normal ones, which is okay. So these are just the regular viaducts. You can click, and I got a few different destinations here. Just you can select which one you want to go to. And that's basically how they work. And they have a certain speed of, I don't know how many meters per second. So this is the speed that normal viaducts would take me to get to Botania, for example. And it is kind of slow, but it's okay. And this guy is going to pause me, charge up, and then travel much, much faster. So it's much less time to go with the long-range viaducts. And the linking viaducts basically is put here. This is the viaduct, as you can see up top, and this is the long-range linking, and then there's just the long-range viaducts. So the viaducts can be entered in. The linking one charges you up, and then the long-range ones transfer you much, much faster. So what I'm going to do in the next episode is we're going to set up the viaducts all over the place, all over the base, to all of the different locations from possibly here, or maybe here in the middle. I don't know yet. I have the travel anchor here, but we're going to put a different pattern in the floor anyway, so we're going to see. But that is basically going to be it for today. We set up some really cool viaduct crafting, and we did a bit more Botania. I decorated the islands and all that, so that's really cool. And the idea, actually, let me explain this before I end off the episode. Here I want to have like not necessarily a vacuum chamber, but some sort of a chamber with a door and another door, and like it pressurizes you before you enter this. And we could have, let's say we pretend that this has a different oxygen or a different atmosphere inside of here for all of the, I don't know, the mana to be stabilized or something or another. I wanted to say flowers, but we don't necessarily have flowers here because we're kind of doing it cheaty. It's not necessarily cheaty. It's in the game, so it's all good. But yeah, I really want to thank you all for watching. I am hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit the like button, consider subscribing to see new videos. Remember to join my Discord. The link is in the description. And also, if you want to support me doing this, there I also have a Patreon page that you can look at. And I will see you all in the next episode. So have a good one. Bye-bye.